Hello! So I thought I'd show you how I'm going to do my gojo wig, because why not, and because I actually want to see the progress. As you can tell, I've put a bag on a mannequin head because of the fact I've bought two white wigs, because of the fact that they are it's really warm in here, they are very, very thin. So I'm going to use one wig to layer another wig. So how you do that, I'm going to use a glue gun. If the glue gun doesn't work, I'm going to have to hand sew it, which is a lot more effort than I wanted, but because of how thin the wig is, and I want it to be quite fluffy, but I do not want it fully crimped, I want it thickened, because look how big the gaps are in this wig. So I want to cover all them as much as possible. So yeah, let's have a go at doing that. So this is the wig, as you can tell. So there's a top layer, which is like the fake skin colour thing, which is obviously really, really weird. Then there's the other layers. This is just like a cheap wig, by the way. There's other layers. Then you go further down, and then that's when you get to the biggie layers, where there's hardly anything. But like, yeah, so I want to make all the top part here. So I'm going based on, I need my comb to show you properly. I'm going based on this big layer first, thickening that up so I don't need to be bothered doing all that down there, because this will thicken that up as we go. And then if necessary, I will do a smaller layer which is near the top. So obviously I might change my mind, but I'm going to see how it goes. This comb, this kind of comb is the best, because you can literally just go and you'll find out where you need to be. Voila! A bit. So I'm just going to find the middle parting, which you can never find on these wigs, because technically there is no middle parting on these wigs. But I will make one. It's the best I can get, because obviously all long hair's that way, short hair's here. These tiny, tiny bubbles, and obviously I've got pins, but I don't think I need pins for this type of wig, because of the fact I'm going based on the same line and I'm not doing something that requires a lot of effort. I've sectioned the hair of the first layer of where I'm going to start my adding. So I'm going to hot glue my second wig to this wig. I need to cut this wig first to get it in the right places. I haven't done this in ages. It does not mean it is going to turn out the way I want, but alright. So as you can tell, I've just got the bottom of it for now, just to see how it will look, and then I will debate about doing the rest of it with this. But I need to also, if you can tell, there's two layers here, so it means that's way thicker than that is way thicker than I need it to be. There's that part, so I need to cut it again. So I've cut that, so it's one strand, and then I'm going to try and see where it looks good. Obviously it needs to be that way, because if it's that way, the hair's going to stick up. You want it that way so it matches the wig. I want that as close to the front as possible.
I'd like to welcome you all to the new announcement.
Don't get super glue on your hands, it hurts. So I've put it on the wrong way, but it's fine. I realised I'm going to end up crimping it anyway. So that's what it looks like. You can literally just see that tiny bit. That you do not need loads of super glue, by the way. Nope, not super glue. You do not need loads of, what do you call it? Glue gun. You don't need loads of glue. So literally you can hardly see it properly, because obviously I've done it on the actual line, which I've put it as close as I can so I can add more at the top. So I've changed my idea. I'm going to crimp it first, then going to stick it on. So I've stuck some on to see if it works, and it works perfectly fine. Obviously drying, but it's done a lot better than what I thought it was going to do. So these are my crimpers. They're Babyless Pro. They're just normal crimpers, which have been great for me, and I've had them for years now. I'm going to crimp it all. Then once I've crimped it all, I'm probably going to straighten it. So my crimpers are now warm, and you just basically you get the hair. Obviously, I'd normally do it from the bottom, but I just want to show you. You'd hold it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and automatically it's crimped it. You can't really see it from here, which is really nice. Oh, maybe you can, and I haven't got my glasses on to show you properly. And then I'm going to do that with the whole head. As you can tell, it's also de-shined it a bit, which I do like the fact that crimpers can do that sometimes. So, yeah, let's crimp it all.
I'm not going to serve crap to a table, so he's going to make sure it's good.
That's establishing a standard, TC. That's established not there, but there, yes?
I burnt the bag! Oh no! I burnt the bag on this. Oh no! I was like, why is it gone green? Oh, look at that! I need to brush it out. But don't do what I do. Remember to take the stupid bag off before you dare start crimping it. Crimping it. So you can't really see it, but that I've all crimped. So it's like a fluffy thingy. This is still flat. Obviously you can tell the difference. So I'm debating about using this hairspray, then crimping it. Well, crimping it, then using the hairspray, then crimping it, then using the hairspray. An area, so for example, the top's not crimping as well as the bottom. Then I'd pick a place and crimp it. Oh, I love listening to it bubble. And you can tell, it's crimped. No, it crimped is it's stuck together. So that's why I like that hairspray. And then you brush it out. Obviously, normally put that down, and it's actually crimped it properly now. So I'm going to do that all of the wig. And then what I do is I turn it upside down and brush it, hairspray it, put it back, crimp it again. So I'm going to crimp it loads of times. It's really warm. Then I'm going to crimp it loads of times. And obviously, it's really fluffy, really cute. Obviously, it's not what I want. Do you mind? I'm going to straighten it. Then I'm going to crimp my extra layers, then I'm going to straighten them when I put them in, so I don't need to style it like that once I've put the extra layers in. Because you might be like, oh yeah, it looks fine, why do you need to put layers in? Because obviously it's still, when I start styling it, you're going to see everything you don't want to see. Ignore the cat, please. So yeah, so I'm just figuring out the best ways to get it to do what I want. So I've straightened that side and I've left that side crimped to like show you like the difference-ish. There's not much of a difference, but you can see it like there. I don't know if you can actually see it, I've got no glasses on. But it's just less wavy, it's more puffier actually on this side than it is this side. Because obviously it's like boom, boom, boom. Can you tell the difference with pink there? I'm hoping you can. But anyways, what I personally do is instead of going down, I go like that. Voila. And you can get where you want, do it downwards. So then at least it's not too flat, because it keeps the puffiness for me, and it's not straight flat. It's like at the bottom. He's meowing because he wants to go outside, but it's dark, so he's not going outside. So ignore the cat, please, because Garfield never shuts up. So you go downwards. I've cut a few pieces from the other wig. Obviously, I've cut them so it's literally just the lace. It's just the strands of hair without any extra lace. It's just literally that. So now I'm going to crimp these, straighten them, figure out where I'm going to put them. Then I'm going to carry on adding it as I go. So I'm watching my chameleon. And then, yes. So I have finished crimping all these pieces that I've now cut, and I've cut some extra ones as well, obviously, because I'm going to need quite a few. These are going to go around the wig for now, just around this side, and then slowly make my way up to the top. Now I just need to straighten them, then put my hot glue gun on, and then hopefully we will be getting somewhere, because this is taking forever, probably. Hi, so I did the whole thing. So originally was massive gap, me stick with hot glue gun, hair to head. So I've took off the top part. No, I've sectioned the top part and I've cut loads of tiny little blah 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 segments of the hair, and I'm going to show you what I do. So obviously I've cut off as much excess, obviously that one I haven't, and I'm going to find a space and I'm going to get my glue gun. This is the most annoying part. I've got to glue it, but I've got to make sure there's not too much glue. My glue gun doesn't work. Oh, okay, nope. Okay, so then you push it downwards into the gap, and then da-da. Right. Voila. You see how it's covered up the thingy spots? In a minute, I'm going to throw it out the window. But I want to focus on the top first, because if the top is better than the bottom, then that's fine. I can focus on the bottom later in the future. But I've got enough layers to do the bottom. Then cut that off and glue the hair to the actual wig with the hot glue gun. My hands feel disgusting because of this stuff. And I'm hoping it's going to work. That's not too bad. Right, I'm showing you. So, that's not too bad, is it? Okay. Yo, so I've done some more of the top. I'm not going to do any more because I feel like I'd ruin it. But you can't see any of the... You can see a tiny bit. But you can't see it as good as you did. So, I've sectioned off where I think the main problem is, which is this layer. And then once hopefully I cover that, you don't see any of this. Because that is what it's not looking like. So I haven't done that side, but I've done that side, and that's just 2 layers, which I can do 3, but I feel like that'd be too much at the moment. So I'm just gonna try 2, put it down, then see. Boom. I'm very impressed with myself. Obviously, I can add more, I can take away more, I can do loads of stuff, but I'm really impressed with it. So now it's the fun part of how do I get this to do what I want. This is the back of it, this is the front of it. There is different sections on a wig. These are the side parts. This is the front part, which I need to figure out because I need to be able to keep all the front part down, like so, to then get the fringe part. Because obviously I can't see anything. I can't see anything. Oh, okay, let's try and get it like... Yeah, so it's like this. This isn't what I want. I want the gojo style, so I'm going to do the layers, down bit, longer bit, shorter bits. So we've got like kind of a fringe thing going, I'm guessing, from the picture I saw. Doesn't mean I'm right. But so I found where the fringe starts. Obviously, like I gave you an example, you go based on the first row here, and that's normally where you find that bit. Obviously the top part, you'll figure out like, to think that's the same wig. That's the same thing. Pin this out, which obviously, as you can tell, that hair is going that way, that hair's going that way, that hair's going that way, that hair's going that way. So you can tell like where it needs to be, where it doesn't need to be. Obviously, anything I need to add, I can do it whenever I do it. Now, let's get rid of this hair. I've thinned the bottom of it. What I'm going for is a weird flick thing there. Small fringe here, side parts. But obviously, when you do a fringe, be careful and don't cut it too short. Cut it long. Because once you put it on your head, you're going to look like an idiot. Okay? I don't know what I'm looking at. I'm going to be looking at. So, do not trust your mannequin. If you're cutting hair, a fringe, or anything on a mannequin, don't trust it. Because it's not your head. So obviously I'm going to have to put it on. I'm going to have to sit at the mirror. I'm going to have to go through all the struggle now to make sure it's framed properly. Okay, so this is what I'm working with. I've cut the fringe, bangs, side part. I can't see straight, so I can't cut straight, okay? I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh, I don't know. It's solid. Obviously, I do realise I need to do more of the back, aka I just need to stick some on, but for now, I don't need to do it yet, because I'm not doing the back. I'm just focusing on the top of it, and then do the back later. I've literally, it is solid. Watch it not even work. Watch it all fall apart, and I'm gonna cry. I'm scared to take it off my head. I can't see, so I don't know why I'm like judging it. Okay, actually, that's not too bad. I've just got a little bit to work on. But I still have to leave it because of the fact you can still see the lines. The lines. So I'm going to have to do that. It's really annoying. Why did I decide I wanted to do this? I don't know. I don't know if I like it or not. I know that there's a lot need to be done on the back. I don't know if I like the front of it. Like, I don't know if I like it. Also, yes, I know I've got the wrong colour glasses. I don't have the actual cosplay yet, but I'm getting the Ghetto. I've got the Ghetto cosplay on the way, so I need to buy his cosplay. I just don't know how to get it yet. So I'm going for this for now because it's the only thing I can find that looks good. I love being blind because I cannot tell you if it's bad or not because I can't see, and I can't see out these any better than I can see through my own eyes. I can't breathe. Anyway. I think I'm okay for now. I need to figure out what to have for like a picture for the first part. I didn't realise. I hate doing YouTube videos. At the same time, I really like them. So I'm not really bothered if anyone watches them or not. I really don't care anymore. But yeah, so this is the final look for now. If I end up doing any more, I'll do like a part 2 of what I decided to do. Obviously, when I've got the proper cosplay, then it'll be even better. I can't breathe in a binder. I bought a new binder, but it's like a size medium. It turns out I'm a size small. I outed myself, I'm so sorry. If you don't know what a binder is, it's something that compresses your chest, so you have a flatter chest, so you're a bit more male. Obviously, this isn't doing much for me, but it's doing quite a bit for me. I can't breathe in it. I can. I'm joking. So yeah, I will probably do a part 2. We don't talk about that. We just look at the front of it, okay? This is the that bit. This is the important part, okay? We don't talk about the rest of it. The rest of it's not my opinion. Not my opinion. Not my problem. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you're watching, if you didn't, you didn't. That's not my fault. That's not your fault. That's just because I'm not interesting. That's fine. But anyway, okay. So anyway, that was the end of my video. I'm gonna go to get changed, to go to bed, and watch Gordon Ramsay. Bye! I am so stressed.